44. And joining us in studio this morning, we got the trifecta here from the Travis County Extension Office. Tamara, Drew, and Andrea all joining us this morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing today?
Doing well.
Doing good. Y'all look happy, chipper, so that's good news.
Yeah.
You know,
have that coffee. So
there it is. But kind of a busy time of the year for the Extension Office. For Andrea and the 4-H side, it's been busy all summer, and now it's kind of...
It's still busy through
It's
fair.
still busy, but you're getting to kind of the climax of the season, right? You know, coming up here in a few weeks as well. But fall planting's probably keeping you pretty busy, Drew. And
fall plantings, harvesting, all the corn and everything else going on right now.
And, of course, the fall, Tamara, that's when a lot of times your diabetic cookbooks, a lot of people start thinking about the holidays are right around the corner, so people are going to start thinking about the holiday. So you're probably gearing up for all of we're kind of transitioning to that season right now.
We do. We have a lot of things scheduled. We've got Eastern Fair at the first part of October, which we're heading into, and then Kitchen Creations is the end of October.
Yeah.
So if they've been diagnosed with diabetes, now's the time to get signed up. And then we are headed into Christmas Showcase November the 15th.
Yeah. By the way, whatever fair food you eat at the fair doesn't count calorie-wise. So it doesn't matter for Kitchen Creations.
That's good to know.
The rule is, though, it's on fairground property. If you take it off, it counts double. It counts double. So if you take that giant corn dog off campus, it's going to count double. But if you eat it on the fairgrounds and walk it up, you're good to go.
You just got to keep walking.
It's healthy.
Right?
The key is keep moving. So you can throw that lesson in for the class. I'm sure you'll be, right. Don't listen to me for health tips. I'm that guy online with a peanut butter sandwich and follow me for more recipes. But as far as the ag side of things, what's kind of the focus right now for everybody?
Well, actually, Saturday we are starting a series at the library where it's going to be gardening at the library. And so if you are interested, I know it's cooling down a little bit outside. Yeah. People are getting back out in their yards, although the mosquitoes have been a little rough.
It's just rain. That's the trade-off. You threaten with a little moisture and you get mosquitoes.
That's it. And so we are actually starting a gardening series. It's going to be once a month. It will be every third Saturday. Obviously, we're breaking that with the fourth Saturday of this month. But it is going to be this Saturday at 10 o'clock. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more about gardening here in this area in Chaves County, come on down.
Excellent.
And so we'll be doing that at 10 o'clock at the library this Saturday. Will be the first one.
And those are free. It's like just about everything at the library, free of charge. Come on out there. Now, is this geared for everybody, adults, kids, anybody that just wants
Adults,
to grow gardens?
Anybody who's interested in gardening here in Chaves County.
Good deal. So all you green thumb wannabes.
Yes.
Like your thumb's a little shade of brown at the moment and you're trying to green it up.
Yeah.
Maybe come out Saturday.
That's it. And we're really going to break down and discuss ways you can garden here in New Mexico and kind of break down what you want to do with your own personal garden.
I think this would be a great program for maybe people new to the area. Maybe you grew up in a different part of the country and you loved having your gardens and things. But obviously, New Mexico dirt might be a little bit different than the dirt you grew up in. And so you got to treat it a little differently. And certain things, obviously, certain vegetables and things and flowers grow here that others, maybe where you're from, have zero chance of doing that. And that's where Drew can come in and say, hey, you had a green thumb here, but you got to do this here to make that happen here. And that's where you can learn all that kind of stuff.
Oh, very much so. And then we will also be having CEUs for pesticide applicators license November the 3rd.
Okay.
And it will be at the Eastern Fairgrounds.
And that's very important for folks in that industry and when you're dealing with the pesticide, getting your certifications and knowing, when to, kind of like the gamblers, when to fold them, when to hold them, when to walk away, and when to run on that stuff.
Well, it's definitely needed to continue that at those CEUs so that you get your license renewed for the next year. And then, as always, keep an eye out for the pecan weevil. As the pecans start coming down, start checking your pecans for little BB-sized holes in your pecans. If you're seeing them, give us a shout. We'll come take a look at them.
The extent that's I think, do you spend half the day just seeing and checking out people's pecans to make sure they're
not half
weevil
the day,
free?
But I do have a lot of questions. And we had all the trap giveaways and trap building workshops that we've had. We're kind of hitting the end of the season, so the adults start kind of stopped coming out at the end of September.
If you do want, of course, Drew had a workshop about a month ago on how to make your own traps and things. If you missed out on that and want some advice or want some know-how, Drew can give him a call. He'll be happy to send you the plans and do all that kind of stuff. So.
That's it. And we'll definitely have some more workshops starting next summer to get ready for the next wave of adult pecan weevils.
Right.
But again, those traps just look for the adults, so we're monitoring for them.
Stay tuned. It'll be nuts.
That'll be it.
Dad joking 3, 2, 1.
You're good at those.
I am. I don't even have kids. It's weird. Before we talk fair stuff here, I do want to kind of go back to the kitchen creation stuff.
Yes, sir.
Now's probably the time to sign up for these classes, right?
Absolutely.
Don't wait until November, October. Now's the time because those do fill up very fast. They're very popular because you cook food and learn about food. Everyone's like, hey, I want to learn about food and try food and cook food. And so it's a very popular class. So now's the time to sign up. Call the extension office, talk to Tamara, get signed up. Because I hate what usually happens. You get a couple people a week before, a day before, be like, oh, I want to sign up. So it's been full for a month. I'm sorry.
Right. So our kitchen creations that kicks off October the 17th, they definitely want to sign up for that one because we do max out at about 20, 25 people just because our facilities and because we do cook at all of those sessions. So they definitely want to call in early. We do have Prevent T2 starting in January, so they have some time. But if they're pre-diabetic or are at risk of diabetes, that is the class for them, and they have a little while for that one.
Yeah, if you went to your doctor and you said, hey, the path you're going down now, you're going to get diabetes, or the pre-diabetic is that term they use, and so they in essence treat you like you have diabetes, and so but where you're in that point where if you turn it around, you may not need to rely on the medications and things that diabetics need to rely on. So then you're like, hey, let me take that class, and then maybe I can stop from taking a bunch of pills every day or insulin or whatever. It's a big headache. For those folks that have to deal with that. So, and to be honest, you're cooking food. That's why it's pop. I think y'all. Hey, pecan weevils, come on out. We're going to be cooking something.
Hey, there's a lot of pecan recipes out there, I'll tell you.
You ever had a weevil sandwich? We're going to make some right here.
Little added protein, Mike.
So just a tip, And of course, we just had the state fair, and we had some kids do well up in Albuquerque.
Yeah,
here.
there was about 11 county kids that participated in the state fair in Albuquerque, and 6 of them made the sale. Of course, other ones they also did well.
Good.
They just didn't make the sale because there's limited slots.
Sure.
But yeah, it was a good fair. I think the kids enjoyed their time up there.
Well, I'm sure it was nice for them to get back to normal with the fair season.
Yeah,
this
it's been 2 years since we've been there.
Yeah. Granted, they had to do a little less road time last year because it was here. But
yeah, that wasn't the state fair though. That was the New Mexico Livestock Expo.
The Livestock Expo.
It was different.
That's right.
Yeah.
But they didn't do livestock at the fair last year, if I remember right. And so it was this livestock
this
event
was their
that kind of
opportunity.
yeah. So now it was back to normal this year, where they were showing animals, with all the other fair things that were going on, and it was great for probably the first time for some kids to experience that full state fair experience.
Yes, it was.
They were just of their age and get to experience it.
Yep.
So that's great. Now you guys turn your attention to the Eastern New Mexico State Fair, which is just a week or two away here. So
yes, couple weeks.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
It's just like 2 weeks. Don't tell them 1 week.
I know. Yeah. 2 weeks.
Coming up quick enough.
And we do have some things going on during Eastern Fair. Before that, we do have another thing going on at the library tomorrow at 3:00. Tamara and I will
Drew's
be there.
got it Saturday. You've got it here for Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay.
And so we're going to be talking about rockets and 4-H. And so it's open to anybody. You don't have to be in 4-H. You can come and learn about 4-H and about rockets.
Do you guys have a rocket club in 4-H there, a rocketry?
We do have a rocket project, or rocketry project. And so this is kind of just a glimpse of it. We're not actually making the rockets that
But
are
if you have an
propelled,
interest and enough kids come out, maybe this spawns more for this rocketry.
Yes.
It turns into something from an interest to more official, and they have meetings and build rockets and launch rockets and do all that cool rocket stuff.
Yeah. Last month we did weaving. Was it last month? It seems like it was way longer than that, but
I can appreciate weaving, and I've done some of it. It's fun, but it ain't as fun as rockets. I'm sorry. things that blow up, things that, oh, this is very cathartic.
Yeah, so if you're available after school, 3 o'clock at the library in the children's area in that room over there, that's where we'll be.
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. Okay. And then during Eastern Fair.
And you have to be kids, right?
Well, yeah, 5 to 18.
So sorry, adults.
They can come and bring a kid.
Yeah, bring a kid and pretend like it's for them.
Yes, there you
go. You stand there all like, ooh, come on, let's do it.
Yes.
We're all big kids at heart.
We are. During Eastern Fair, well, it actually started last year, but we actually run the ice cream parlor that Southwest Dairy Farmers used to own.
Oh, you guys are now you're going to be busy that week.
Yes.
Because that's a very popular area.
It is.
I loiter there almost all week. And,
that goes back to that walking, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. Calories on the
count.
fairgrounds.
I eat a lot of ice cream.
As Tamara shakes her head.
Hey, no, I was thinking while he was walking it off, he needed to go through the educational building and go buy those Christmas showcase tickets.
I'll see you in October. But it's that's great that you guys are going to be doing that. And if you've never been to the ice cream building, I'm telling you, I'm like, I don't need to go in the commercial building. I'm good right here. I don't need to keep going. Yes. I'll just stop here and
stop at the ice cream parlor before you go into the education building or the commercial building, and then you can walk those calories off.
Well, if you go through that way, and then you can sneak through, because in between there, that's like that little area where they sell like green chili salsas and all of that kind of stuff. And I have never managed to walk through that spot without spending money. I've yet to do it. Every year I walk, ooh, they got a green chili dip. Let's try that this year. I do it every time.
Yes.
Y'all like it, I do it too.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
But great. Now, and of course, if you want, come talk to the kids. If you want to learn more about what 4-H is all about and what that is, please come out to the shows, support the kids. Even if you didn't grow up in ag, no knowledge of what they're doing out there, it's still fun to watch. It's just fun to see these kids work and show their animals. And I know I'd make the joke every year, but it's so cool to watch these little kids that are 60 pounds soaking wet, manhandling these 800-pound steers and pigs and things like that. And just to see them doing that stuff, to me, it's just cool. I just like, it's fun, but it's just, you kind of like, you get renewed faith in like our future when you start seeing these kids hard work out there. And it's like, all right, maybe our future's in all right hands. We got some good kids out there.
We do. We have really good kids.
And so I get reminded of that every year at the fair. So if you can watch enough news and get just fed up with the world, come out to the fair and you start feeling a little American again, a little bit love of what life's about again and things. So come out, support these kids, and don't forget. It's a Friday night, the junior livestock auction, or is it Saturday? I always forget this year. But at the end of the fair, the big crescendo for the livestock side is the junior livestock auction, which I'll look in the fair book, but usually it's like Friday night or Saturday.
I think it's Saturday morning.
Saturday morning, okay.
Right.
And that's that's where the kids raise a bunch of money for either college or their next project, animal or whatever they're going to be doing. But it's where the community shows how much we appreciate these kids' efforts and hard works. And so they get ridiculously crazy in the bidding, which is what we want to do. And they overpay for pigs and things, but it's for these kids to understand that. And it's showing them, we thank them for their hard work and their efforts, and saying, you work hard, you do your job in this country, you can be rewarded for that, and it's that reminder. And we as a community just do such a great job of doing that. So I love that tradition.
Our community is really good about supporting not just our kids in Chaves County, but they're supporting those kids that come from other counties into Chaves County.
Yeah, they do. From what I hear, and I don't want to give all the secrets away, but like especially if they know there's like a family that's been through a lot of struggle and stuff, and then their kids busting hump working through there. Usually a lot of these farmer ranchers and people types that kind of get, all right, let's bump up this one, help that family out a little bit. And they all look out for everybody. It's kind of just an unwritten rule as part of all.
Yep.
Yeah, we live in a great community, and you really see that in those situations.
You see people's hearts at fair, and that's what I love about it.
Definitely.
So come be a part of it. Come utilize the extension office, and that's the great thing is everything you guys do is either free of charge or next to free of charge, depending on the event. But and that's what the extension office is. It's a resource for everyone in our community, whether it's to for healthy lifestyles, whether it's for the ranching and farming side of things, to growing our next generation of kids for the future here. That's what the extension office is all about. So reach out.
Yes. And also 4-H enrollment, like our new year starts October 1st, but we do have enrollment forms available now for those that are new to the program. So come by our office, pick up a welcome packet, and we'll get you set up with a club and get you going.
Perfect. Get you to 4-H'ing.
Yes.
As a verb. Ever seen it that way before? Give out the phone number if anybody has any questions about anything we talked about here for the extension office.
575-622-3210, and you can come by our office. We're at the south end of the health department building across from the county admin building.
Yeah, on Chisholm.
Chisholm, yep. 200 East Chisholm Street.
200 East Chisholm. That's
sweet.
Sweet 4.
It's sweet too. It's sweet as sweet. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. And if we need something sooner between now and next month, reach out. Let me know because I know there's a lot going on between now and then, and we may not be able to cover it here in the short monthly visit here. So good deal. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you, Mike.
All right. Well,